My husband, Robert, he left behind a diary. The last line, just 6 words. They injected me. I saw demons. 6 words, 6 little words. They sat there in a drawer for 16 years, silent, like a curse nobody wanted to say out loud. Until 3 weeks ago. That's when I opened that old shoebox. Me, a 92-year-old woman with eyes that barely work anymore and hands that won't stop shaking, not just from age, from fear, pure fear. I read those words. My heart, it just stopped. I couldn't breathe because I knew he wasn't crazy. I knew who they were, and God help me. I knew I had helped push him into that hell. And then I rolled over night after night. I went back to sleep. My name is Martha. I'm 92 years old. And today I have to tell you everything before it's too late, before the people who are still watching me decide this old woman has said enough. I'm still haunted by that smell, sharp, cold disinfectant, like ice. It clung to his shirt every single night he came home. It's followed me for 60 years, creeping into my sleep, into every breath like some cruel reminder of what I missed and the secrets I was too afraid to ask about. He died in 2010. 3 weeks ago, cleaning out the attic, getting ready for the grandkids to inherit this old house, I finally opened that shoebox. Inside was a diary, pages yellowed, curled at the edges, handwriting shaking like tears had fallen on every page, and with it, a blank check from the CIA. No amount written, just an official stamp. Project MK Ultra, final payment. You think he was crazy? No, he was telling the truth. And me, I didn't listen. I ignored the stifled sighs, the nights he woke up screaming in the dark, the smiles that didn't reach his eyes anymore. I called him a good husband. That's what I told people. That's what I told myself. Now, I know the truth. That was just the name I used to comfort myself, so I wouldn't have to face it, the painful reality. I was a coward, and he paid the price. Our marriage looked perfect, like one of those pictures you hang in the living room. Everyone said so. Robert was the pillar of the family. Construction during the day, overtime at the factory at night. A good husband, that's what they called him. I stayed home, raised the kids, kept the house clean. That's what women did back then. You did it. No questions, no complaints. Every morning, he'd make 2 cups of coffee, strong, black, kiss me on the forehead before walking out that door, smile at the kids when they stumbled down the stairs, half asleep. But every night, that smell came back, heavier, sharp, chemical, wrong in a way that made your skin crawl. I thought he was working a second shift, hospital loading dock, trying to pay off the mortgage. Now, I know. That was the smell of a laboratory, the smell of the hell the CIA called psychological research. God, forgive me for being so blind. I read the diary. 3 weeks ago, it was hidden with his wedding ring and his discharge papers. My hands, they shook when I turned to the first page. the first line. Today, she asked for another expensive birthday present. I remember it clearly. 1967. I wanted a new fur coat just because the neighbor lady was showing off hers. I demanded everything. A new car, a trip to visit my sister in Charleston, gifts for every little holiday. I thought that's how men showed love. I thought I deserved it. Now, I see. It was a transaction. He gave, I took. He smiled, but that smile, it got more distant, more hollow. I kept reading, page after page. The diary kept mentioning her, she, this, she, that. He can't forget what happened to her. My heart clenched like someone was squeezing it tight. I thought he had another woman, some young nurse at the hospital, younger than me, prettier, didn't nag about money. I cried all night, tears soaking the pillow, my heart just torn to pieces. But she wasn't a mistress. She was, wait, if not a mistress, then who was she, and why did my husband write, in that shaking handwriting, he can't forget her eyes when she died, right in front of him, in that dark room? That question, it haunted me all night, kept me from sleeping and to answer it. I have to take you back to 1962, the year everything changed, forever, the year I unintentionally, but cruelly, helped push him into the darkness. And I had no idea. I had no damn idea. No idea at all. 1962, our son. The most beautiful thing in my life. Big, round, eyes, smile. Bright as sunshine. He had just turned 6. He got sick, bad sick, acute, kidney, failure. The doctors, they shook their heads, whispering outside the room, like they were afraid we'd hear. He needed an emergency transplant. The insurance company refused to pay. Pre-existing condition, they said, not covered under the policy. Cold as ice. We were drowning. Medical bills piled up like January snow that wouldn't stop falling. I watched Robert, aged 10 years, in 2 months, more gray hair, eyes sunken in, shoulders hunched under some invisible weight. Every night, he sat alone in that kitchen, chain smoking, smoke just drifting, staring into the dark, like he was looking for a way out. Then, one night, he came home, different, his eyes. They lit up with this rare glimmer of hope. He grabbed my hand, voice shaking. I found a solution. Martha, a doctor he knew from the war. Dr. H, he called him, had a job for him. Official medical research, he said, government funded, good pay, all legal. They told him it was research on PTSD for veterans run by the Department of Defense. He thought it would save our son, save our family, save us from the abyss. I believed him. I even urged him, told him to take the job right away. I said, do it, Robert, for our boy, for us. Don't hesitate. Now, I know those were the words that pushed him into the deepest hell, and I will never forgive myself for that. Never. The diary pages. From 1963 to 1968, they weren't coherent sentences anymore, just fragments, broken pieces, silent screams on paper. The walls are breathing. Dr. H says it's normal, but it's not normal. It's swallowing us. whole. I can't tell Martha. She'll be scared. She'll think I'm crazy. She'll leave me. There's 1 page. I counted. He wrote the same sentence 47 times. The handwriting and getting harder and harder. Ink pressing so deep, it tore through to the next page. I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. And her subject number 12, a young woman, probably only in her 20s. Also a test subject. He watched her die. The drugs stopped her heart. Suddenly, right in front of him, in that stark, white room, cold, sterile. He wrote. She looked at me before the light left her eyes, like she was asking, "Do you remember my name?" But they never told us names, just numbers, a soulless number. That guilt, it never left him. It clung to him like a ghost, lived with him for over 40 long years. And me, I knew nothing, just kept living my normal life, right beside him. One summer night in 1968, crickets screaming outside, wind whistling through the window cracks. He screamed at 3 a.m, screamed like a child, abandoned in the dark. Dr. H, don't, please, don't. I'll do anything. The voice wasn't his anymore. It was a terrified little boy's voice, trembling, breaking apart. I rolled over, saw him thrashing in sheets, soaked with sweat, his face twisted in pain, eyes wide open, staring into nothing. And you know what I did, I whispered. It's just a nightmare. Go back to sleep, Robert. Then I turned my back and went back to sleep. I could still hear it, the ragged breathing, the muffled sobbing behind me. But I lay there, still, selfish to the point of cruelty. I was afraid that if I asked, I'd have to face the truth, and I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. The real enemy wasn't the CIA. It was the silence, the shame men carry alone, like a boulder, crushing their chest, shame for not providing enough, not being strong enough to handle it all by themselves. He wrote, if I tell her, Martha will be scared. She'll be angry. She'll think I failed as a husband, as a father, as a man. She'll leave me. And I was an accomplice too. Every time I nagged about money, every time I compared him to other husbands, every time I sighed in disappointment, I was hammering another nail into his silence. Listen, if your husband shows even one of these 3 signs, you've only got a few weeks, maybe even days, to save him. Pay attention, because this is the key to saving your marriage. Sign 1, I'm fine, but his eyes tell a different story. He says fine, but his eyes are dull, lifeless, smiles that don't reach his eyes, laughter that sounds fake, like a cracked mask. Tonight, when the kids are asleep, sit down next to him, no TV, no phone, hold his hand, ask on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your life right now? Not work, not money, your actual life. If it's below 7, hold him tight and listen. Just listen. Don't try to fix it. Don't rush to give advice. Sign 2. No more friends. Who does your husband talk to? Besides you and his coworkers, friends, brothers, anyone he trusts, if no one. He's living on an island, and that island is sinking. This weekend, Call one of his old friends. Invite him over. Then leave the room. Let them talk. For real. My husband had Tommy. After Tommy died in 1998, he had no one. Silent for 12 long years until he died. Sign 3. His pockets are heavier than his wallet. Next time you do laundry, check his coat pockets. Look for medical bills. Credit cards he's hiding. If you find them, sit down. Hold his hand. Say, I found them, and we're going to handle this together. We, not just you. My husband had $47,000 in medical debt from our son's bills. He never told me. If he had, we would have sold the house, handled it together. But he chose silence. I understood the whole story. I thought it was over when he died, when I buried him under that old oak tree, until yesterday I got an email. She says she's the daughter of Subject 12, an independent investigator, digging through old CIA files, documents, sealed for decades. She wrote, Mrs. Martha, my father also kept a diary. In it, he wrote that you were the one who signed the consent form for your husband. Do you remember? Was there a year when a strange man came to your house, gave you papers to sign, and you signed without reading them carefully? I don't remember. I swear to God, that memory is as faint as morning fog. But maybe I did. Maybe I signed something. Maybe I was too desperate for money, too desperate to save our boy, to even look twice at the fine print. But my heart was pounding when I opened the attachment. It was a photo of me sitting right here in my familiar living room, reading Robert's diary, taken from outside the window. Timestamp, 3:47 a.m. Yesterday, I live alone. Second floor window, higher than head level. WHO was standing out there in the darkness. And why, after 53 long years, are they still watching me? A 92-year-old woman at the end of her life. If you're hearing this, hold your husband tight tonight. Ask him, are you really okay? Are you carrying this alone? And if he's silent, don't turn away. Don't go back to sleep, because time doesn't wait for anyone. And I don't know how many more nights I have to finish this story. I'm Martha, an AI character borrowing a voice to retell true story. I'm just a bridge between the past and you. But what I just told you, this pain, this regret, once beat in a real person's heart. This is a true story about a man, a wife, and the silence that killed love. The lesson doesn't come from AI. The lesson comes from humanity. This is a true story about a man, a wife, and the silence that killed love.